elephant at the circus is not really like a rodeo. If you're gonna hurl, let me know. Now, I know a lot of you are going to hate me for this, but after nearly 2 years of ownership, I've just agreed to sell my beloved 2007 Mercedes S600 that I named the Silver Elephant. I need the cash to pay off the debt from my Porsche 911 LS swap, as well as fund repairs on my crazy new project that I'll unveil later this week. For this video, I will go over the cost of ownership since buying my V12 Powerhouse for $4,500 with a bad motor and then spending another $10,000 fixing it. I will also go over the things that I really like about this depreciation hero, as well as the things that I don't. The results of my ownership experience will probably surprise you. In summary, my S600 costs less to own than buying a new Civic. And if you're tired of hearing me talk about my cars like a talentless hack of a game show host, I go over everything I'm going to say in my article on autotrader.com/oversteer. As I stated in my original video describing my process of fixing the S600, which is about to top over 3 million views, it's totally nuts. I spent in total $14,450 buying and sorting out this flagship luxury sedan, which is less than 10% of its original MSRP. A year later, I spent $1,711 for an engine and transmission performance tune, pushing my S600 to over 600 horsepower and 700 foot-pounds of torque. I also did a dyno run which seemed to corroborate those incredible numbers. Around the same time as that performance tune, I did its annual service and a few preventative things like the drive shaft flex discs and the idler pulleys to the engine, along with my only repair, which was replacing the transmission conductor plate. That all cost another $1,100. That's right, just one minor repair and some age-related maintenance needed over the course of 20 months and 8,000 miles. The only thing I haven't liked over this ownership period is the higher cost of everything, from parts to insurance to even tags, all of which were ridiculous because of this car's original price tag. When you total it all up, excluding fuel costs, I spent a total of $19,068 on the car. I've sold it for $12,000, meaning I've lost a little over $7,000 owning this car for 20 months. That comes to $353 a month on average, which is way less than the cost of ownership of a new Honda Civic, Toyota Camry, or even the EconoBox Mitsubishi Mirage. According to a AAA study, my cost of V12 ownership is about half of the national average for a new car. Half! The only but to this conclusion is the low amount of mileage that I've driven. If I had gone 20,000 miles during this period versus 8,000 miles, no doubt the cost would have been higher. But if I didn't spend $2,000 tuning the car, the cost of ownership would have still been way less as well. Still, $353 a month to own a car like this for almost 2 years is an incredible deal. And the S-Class is always about a decade ahead of everything else technology-wise, so my 2007 fits right in with 2017. I guess even God doesn't want me to sell this car since he's ruining this video with a thunderstorm. Whoa! Why do people drive extra stupid in the rain? I'm using this as an improvised microphone since the sound's probably ruined because of the rain on the GoPro. But it really does have some things that are still mechanical wonders more than a decade later. Yeah, there's the gimmicky night vision system and the massaging seats that will wow the S-Class unwashed. But it's the things you don't see that really are impressive. The safety and comfort levels are off the charts, along with the unbelievable performance out of this giant sedan. But probably the thing I love most about this car is the suspension. Nothing beats a Mercedes hydraulic system, which by this time they had over 30 years to refine it. The ride is unparalleled, better than any air system, magnetic system, and probably feels better than taking a magic carpet ride with Jasmine. I'm hydroplaning a little bit. I'm driving my S600 up to the Car Wizard now to give it a final once-over before it's shipped up to the buyer in Florida, who seems to like hand-me-downs from autotrader.com/oversteer riders.
How's it going, guys? My name is Tavares.
So you all can't get mad at me about there being no more videos on this car. So Tavares, enjoy my S600, and I'll be in the Orlando area October 13th to check on it along with the rest of Tavarish's Hoopty fleet. But before it goes, I'm going to do one thing that I've always wanted to do with this car, and that is perform a suspension test. To flush and test this complex hydraulic suspension, that Mercedes diagnostic computer with a wizard over there can put the car into what's known as a rodeo test, and you'll see momentarily why it got its name. More like riding an elephant at the circus, not really a rodeo. Woo! Oh. Is that it? Yeah, exactly. I am one with the silver elephant. We're down here in Halstead doing a rodeo on the S600. That's it? It didn't knock me off. Okay, let's do it again. Again. Put a quarter in the machine. Okay. Woo-hoo! Yeehaw! Woo-hoo! And a few preventative repairs to the drive shaft flex discs. Repairs to the drive shaft flex disc. Drive shaft flex disc. Let's see if I can say it now. Around the same time as that performance tune, I did its annual service and a few preventative repairs to the